Is it on me? I can't see the camera, so you're in charge of everything.
I can see it. It's on you. It's on me. And I can show you a way to sync it without clapping. I just learned it a couple days ago.
Oh my God.
I know. Anyway.
You're never going to actually show it to me?
I could if you wanted me to, if we remembered.
We would never remember. Welcome to Rachel Uncensored, the only place on the internet you can find an uncensored version of me. And I am here with the biggest conversation starter on my channel, my sister Colleen. Our conversation about what day of the week.
I'm telling you, it's huge. I could bring up other ones, girl. You want other controversial topics? I got them. They're not the ones people want, but I got them.
But they will get people talking.
Like, for example.
There we go. Just go for it.
Sorry, did you have something to say?
No, I wanted this. Continue.
Well, what's the first day of the week is a big one.
Yes, we're not going to continue
Obviously. You were breathing like you were going to say something.
No, I was going to continue on to that topic, and I realized I do not want to talk about that anymore.
Same.
So I would love the new one.
Okay. When you wipe.
Okay.
Number twosie pacoozie.
Oh, we're poopity doopity.
Yeah. Do you stand or sit?
Why on earth would I stand?
Thank you. The butt cheeks would closeth. How would you get it all out?
She went biblical with the clotheth.
Like we're going Shakespeare here. This is it's when I found out people I know. This is what I'm saying. I have the conversation starters. I have the controversial topics, Rachel. This is a real thing people talk about, like for real.
I'm sorry. So if
people
you're not
stand to wipe, I swear to God.
Stand to wipe?
People do it. I swear
to you.
So
they stand up.
I swear
on their
to you.
two God-given legs.
I swear to you.
And wipe closed butt cheeks.
This is what
they
I'm
go
saying.
digging.
This is what I'm saying.
In the depths of hell.
How would the toilet paper not rip is my question. So you just
How do you get it in there?
You just always have poop on your hands?
Are you going you can't do a flat hand. You're having to pinch a piece of toilet paper and shove it up?
I don't even think about it because I just think it's so bananas that I can't even put too much thought into it. I get upset. But this is, I don't remember where I was or when it was or anything other than I remember the feeling of rage I felt when I found out people stand.
I don't believe this.
I swear to you, you're going to read your comments and be like,
is it men?
I don't know, girl. That would make sense.
Because I feel when it comes to the bathroom, they're the ones doing the weird things. We're sitting and we're wiping front to back. And that's all we do.
Yes.
We sit, everything goes into the toilet. We wipe front to back and we're done.
Yes. And also I'd like to talk to the men. Not that there's probably many that listen to your podcast, but
I think it's 11%.
Well, how come men don't have to wipe? I'm sorry. I know they
should
weird.
dab
They need to dab after they pee. It dribbles.
Yes.
Why do you think we wipe? It's not because we're that different. It's because it dribbles a little. We don't want it.
Yeah.
In our underwear, in our clothes.
Because then we would smell like urine.
So why don't your pee does dribble? It for sure does.
Yes. I remember one of our friends didn't wear underwear. It was John.
Oh, yes.
And he never wore underwear and he wore really tight skinny jeans and they were a light color. He peed and came out and I was like, why are you wet right there? And he goes, oh, because they would just dribble. He's like, because I just peed. And I'm like, on your pants? He's like, well, no, I shook and then put my dick back in my pants.
Right. Yeah. And I've talked to a few different men who say that well, yeah, a little bit more comes out, it drips a little. And I'm like, right, that's what happens to us. That's why, because my whole life I was just like, well, because men and women are so different. No. And that's why women wipe it. No, it's actually kind of the same. You should be wiping that.
You should. Dabbing it. You dab it.
Your underwear is full of pee.
It's disgusting.
Why aren't men wiping?
I saw this on a podcast. I was scrolling through the tick of the talk and some dude was talking about how he holds the toilet paper to poop onto and then he puts the poop. So he sits. I've done a version of this. I'm going to admit to you. Well, because I don't want it to splash. When sharing a hotel room with someone, right?
Exactly. That's the only scenario.
He is alone in his apartment. And even if he has diarrhea, because this was asked of him, they were like, he thought that was how you pooped. What? Is that you put the toilet paper, you lift a cheek, you poop into your hand, and then drop it into the toilet.
Why did he think this?
I don't know. But he thought that's how everyone did it. And then someone asked, what happens when you have diarrhea? And he was, what do you mean? You diarrhea into the toilet paper.
I'm unwell. What?
I don't know.
I don't think that's not a common thing.
I don't think that's a common thing at all. But who knows? I didn't think standing was. But I don't think that that's as big a thing as...
I'm okay, girl. Another one is toilet paper over or under.
Oh, well, that's dumb. They proved that the original diagram of toilet paper on a roll is over.
Of course, it literally doesn't make sense the other way. You want it behind? Like, how
I have to like search for it?
It makes
Oh my God,
sense.
I have something that pisses me off. Usually I read my book and I forgot my book.
I have 10 of them. Do you want me to go get it?
No, because I have one that's really pissing me the frick off.
Oh, you said frick?
I don't know.
She's not that mad.
No, I'll say it.
Okay,
I will say the word.
What is it? What are you mad about? What, Rachel?
Thank you.
52.
Number 51.
Is it 52 or 51?
It was one. It's one after 50.
Oh,
51.
come on. Dang it.
Oh my God. Wait, I just had Joy on. The episode's not out yet, but I was reading it. Said, you know what pisses me off? She doesn't say it. She didn't watch my old videos. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, whatever. And as I'm reading it, and it was soup. It was the one that was soup.
Yeah.
She screams, what, Rachel? 10 seconds delayed. Okay. And I looked at her and she goes, I am so sorry. The second you said that, all that was happening was I was replaying the entire TikTok of your sister doing the 59. And then after it stopped playing in her head, she goes, shit, I'm supposed to say what, Rachel? Oh, I fucking love it. Okay, but I do have something that pisses me off.
Okay, what is it?
When you're in a public restroom and you go to pull the toilet paper and it just keeps ripping.
I hate that
square
so
by square.
much.
They make it so it doesn't spin. And so your hand is inside the plastic thing and you're trying to grab it. And then you're like trying to push it the other way, hoping it'll fall.
I hate that so much.
Spin the toilet, make the toilet paper spin.
Why don't those spin?
It's because they have these huge, thick, heavy rolls that are super thin, one ply that shouldn't exist.
That should not exist. That's not even toilet paper.
And and it's too heavy to roll.
Oh, no.
Or the ones that are a square peg with a round toilet paper roll on it. And they do not. And so you're sitting there and you're just doing this.
No, I hate it.
That will piss me off to the day.
That's not good.
No.
That's not good.
I'm only getting like 4 squares off because I give up.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the best because I'm a big baller.
Oh, I love a ball.
That's another one. Do you fold your toilet paper or ball it? I mean, we're only on the topic of toilet paper, and I've got so many controversial topics.
So that's actually what I was going to do today. Is I was going to do a bunch of would you rather's because I know if we disagreed, it would start a conversation. Oh, yes. But I used to bowl.
Oh, do you fold now?
I don't fold it like this. I wrap it around my hand and then grab it off my hand.
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes. That's a good technique.
Yeah. And then it's a good clean
like a ball,
surface.
It's like a ball roll.
Yeah.
It's a ball fold. It's a
fold. It's a ball fold.
Yeah, it's a befold.
It's a befold.
Before you get into the would you rathers,
yes,
I do want to say one where it's not bathroom related. Sorry for all the potty talk right away.
Oh my God.
But there's another one that I'm just now remembering can spark a really huge debate.
Okay.
We didn't celebrate Halloween. Well, for me, a lot longer than you. You started celebrating. How old were you? You're probably
10-ish or 12-ish.
So, well, I think I was around 12. Yes, you must have been around 10-ish, kind of. But we even when we started celebrating, we didn't really celebrate.
No, we were like allowed to go down the block and back. It wasn't until I think I was 12, 13, 14 where I was actually allowed to trick or treat for
I don't
real.
think I ever really fully did it. I think it was like I just went down the street and back. But anyway, I love anything Halloween related now because I never got to experience the joy of it growing up. Love it. And one topic that has sparked huge debates is ranking Halloween candy, like the most popular ones, like in your opinion, what is the best?
You know what? Mine changes. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. But I noticed because we hand out a lot of candy. We do the full size candy bar. Like the neighbor across the street does the decorations and we do the candy. Yeah. Like she hands out stuff, but I'm like, no mini size anything.
No. King size.
King size. And there's no age limit. We give it to like the older kids, the
parents.
Adults,
Give it to the parents. Yeah.
Always give it to the parents. We also have beer and White Claws for parents and then juice and water for kids.
That's so nice. Yeah.
Because everyone's always parched.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm getting the good shit. I got full size Reese's, Butterfingers, Snickers, all this shit. Right. And then we were just like bought a couple extra like Nerds gummy things, whatever. Blah, blah. And all of the kids only wanted the gummies and the sour stuff. None of them wanted chocolate. It was the parents that wanted the chocolate.
Yeah, you know what? I do see all these like candy salads that people, have you seen these? Where people do like a candy salad on like social media?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
I'm so-and-so and I brought Nerds.
They're too slow.
And it is too slow. But they're always gummies. They're always like sour gummy things.
They're fruity and stuff like that. Like gushery. I would love a gusher.
Yeah.
But it's the adults that like the chocolate and the nuts.
Who's giving nuts on Halloween? That is psychotic behavior.
How dare you think that I'm handing out
raisins,
mix?
Rachel?
I personally
I'm the best house in the business, and I give out almonds.
Okay, when I turn 80 and pronounce almonds that way. Yeah, fuck. I meant like peanuts and Snickers.
Okay, got it.
Like, I love an almond dark chocolate Hershey bar.
Whoa, that is them's fighting words. You just said I like and Hershey bar in the same sentence.
I'm sorry. I don't
Not in reference to s'mores, which I know I say wrong. Don't talk about it.
S'mores? How are we saying this wrong?
But every time I say it, people make
fun
of me.
I'm still traumatized over the word pink. I don't.
Do you say it wrong too?
Apparently. I have to say I have to go pink.
That's what I say.
Pink.
That's how I say it.
I say pink.
I say pink.
No, it is pink.
No, Rachel.
Because I say pink and
everyone tells me I say pink.
It's pink.
It's supposed to be pink. Like
it's
like
pink. Like panko breadcrumbs.
I don't know, but every time it's like I say it too nasal or something. Pink. Like it's like that's how I say it, but
pink.
It's supposed to be like
pink.
Like it's like more proper or something.
I learned pen and pin. I know those are two different things. Pen and pin. Yes.
No, you're kind of saying the same thing.
No, I'm not. Pen, P-E-N, and pin is P-I-N.
Pin, yeah, pin.
Pen and pin.
You're just changing the note.
That's what it is. You're just changing a note.
No, it's a vowel. Pen,
pin. How is this any different?
Okay, anyway, pink and I literally can't say it right.
I need someone here that knows how to say it.
I literally cannot say it right.
I was told I say it wrong, and the only time I said it right was when I went pink.
Everyone makes fun of me for saying it wrong, and I cannot say it right. I can't say it right. I literally don't understand. So
pink.
That one, but what was the one we were talking about before? Pink?
I don't know. I'm stressed about pink.
I say pink.
Pink.
Yeah,
pink.
I think it's pink. Wait, pink. It's like a pink. I don't know how people say. I don't understand. But people say I say it too like E-E-E-N-K, like pink, and it's not. That's
pink.
P-I. Pink. I literally can't say it right. I don't know. But but we were talking about a different word before that we say wrong.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. The pink one is very stressful.
Oh, no. Dang it. What is it?
I don't know. That's the problem.
S'more.
Got there. So whenever I say that word, people go like, what did you say? Like people get crazy mad.
No. Oh,
and I'm like,
because
the point of the word is it's S''M-O-R-E.
S'more.
The apostrophe is like taking place of the some for some more. I want some more, right? And so I think I say it too much like some more instead of more. Like I literally can't. I literally cannot say it without the vowel in there.
Say it.
S'more. I think you say it right.
I don't hear you putting any other vowels in.
I don't know, girl. I don't either. But every time I say it, people are like, oh, did you hear that? Did you hear the way she said that?
Nothing will make my blood boil more when someone acts like that.
Rachel doesn't hide it too. Like if someone like if someone goes like, what did you say, Rachel? To her, she'll look at you with eyes of death. They could ruin your 401k. They could ruin your future, ruin your savings, ruin your reputation. Her eyeballs, it is a
Don't
fury.
try and make me feel dumb because I will. That's the only time I am not proud of who I am.
Right. It's not a good moment.
ZocDoc. ZocDoc is our sponsor for today. There are some things in life where it's okay if it ends up being a total crapshoot. Like when you try a type of new vegan milk and it ends up ruining your coffee. When you make an impulse buy on an Instagram ad and the product just comes broken. Or you try a new workout class and you end up hating the instructor. But finding the right doctor should never end up being a crapshoot. And with ZocDoc, it never is because you've got more options than you know. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and much more. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score some same-day appointments. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/Rachel to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Rachel. ZocDoc.com/Rachel. When people try and do it to me and I know they're wrong, oh, you've unleashed a beast.
Oh, it's not good.
Oh God, I feel bad as I'm doing it. I'm like, no, it can't hold me back.
No, yeah, she gets real mad.
Mm-hmm.
She gets real mad.
Anyway.
So yeah, I guess I say s'more. See, I say some more. I say some more, I think.
Some more?
But I literally don't think I can say
like Samoan.
S'more.
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 S'more. It just sounds too nasally. S'more.
Pen. It's really hard.
It really is. I have to consciously think about it every time.
Me too.
Oh, and one, I know this was corrected in my brain as a child, but I used to pronounce crayon as crown.
Crown?
Yeah, I want a box of crowns.
I say crayons. I mean, I say crayons. I say crayons.
Crayons. That's a dumb word.
Yeah, that one. You know what's another one that everyone says different? It's orange. Orange. Like
it's an orange.
It's an orange. Yeah, but some people say orange.
For what?
An orange.
Why would you put a Y in there?
Orange.
I
don't know. Some people say that. There's so many words. I could go on and on. There's a lot of words also that.
I know, like, there are words that people in the English language, it's like a debate of like pecan or pecan.
Pecan, yeah. Well, that's just kind of like where you are.
Yeah.
The same with Caribbean.
Yes.
Yeah, there's lots of words like
Porsche.
That. Do people say Porsche?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can I just tell you, I didn't find out until I was a full grown breathing adult that, and I probably still won't even say it right. Louboutin and Louis Vuitton are different things.
A Louis Vuitton is the handbag.
And Louboutin, I don't know.
Well, who's Louboutin?
I literally don't know.
Who's that? That's not a person.
There's Louboutin and Louis Vuitton or something like that. And I found out like a few years ago, I was like, what do you mean those are the same things? Is one of them the red bottom shoes or is that something else?
What's a red bottom shoe? I know an apple bottom jean.
Hello, Sex and the City. You don't watch Sex and the City. You don't watch Taylor Swift Eras Tour. She wears red bottoms. Don't you ever hear like red bottoms? Oh, she got them red bottoms. Like, you rich if you got red bottoms.
Oh, I don't know.
It just means that if the bottom of your heel is red, it means that like you wear those Louboutins. I think those are Louboutins.
Louboutins? Oh, it's the shoe.
I think so.
And Louis Vuitton is the handbag.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. I can hear it.
But I thought those were the same business. I thought it was the same thing.
Oh, yeah. You know what people are just now finding out? That Michelin star restaurants are the tire company.
We just talked about this on our podcast a few weeks ago or a month ago or something. Like, yeah, Eric found that out. And because we went to one in Amsterdam. Yeah, and we went to one here at the sushi place.
Oh, yes.
The sushi place we went to had a star. Oh, I think 1 star.
It's a 1 star, yes.
And Eric looked it up and that's when he found out it is actually the tire place. And I did not believe him.
Oh, I knew that from when we went in Amsterdam.
Really?
We looked at, I don't know why we looked at it. I think maybe I was just like, I wanted to make sure I wasn't being dumb. And I looked it up and it was, because the tire place was trying to get people to drive more.
Yeah.
So they rated the restaurants really far out. Yeah. Genius.
Oh, so smart. It's so weird.
Because it is one of those things where you're like, that's obviously not the same company.
Yeah. That's what I always thought. I just didn't think it was the same. Yeah.
Okay.
I could go on and on with all the. I love talking about all these things.
I mean, if you have more, or we can play. Would you
always
rather?
Have more. Well, you never ranked Halloween candies.
I can't.
You can't. You can't say a top.
Okay. Well,
you're reminding me of a boy I once dated.
That is the meanest thing you've ever said to me.
He was nice.
And we just talked about on your podcast how you're never mean to me anymore.
He was very nice. He was nice.
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
You probably do.
Okay. Anyway.
He was not my type, but he was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But it was because one time I asked him if he liked rain. And he was like, what do you mean? It's rain.
What do you mean?
How can you have I was like, do you like it or do you not like it? Does it make you happy? Do you like going in it? Or does it make you upset and you don't like it, you'd rather have sun? He's like, it's rain. You can't have a feeling about rain.
Yes, you can. You can have a feeling about everything.
And I was like, whoa, this is not going to work. I am dead serious, Rachel. That is when I knew we had to not date anymore.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, we can't. No. I know I need to be able to talk about these things.
Yes.
And that's what you just reminded me of when I said pick a Halloween candy.
I'm telling you I can't because it changes so drastically. Let's act like I could eat all the dairy. Okay? Snickers is a good.
Snickers is nice.
Snickers is a good.
Snickers hurts my throat.
Are you allergic? to caramel or peanuts?
I don't think so. I eat these things and other things all the time, but Snickers is the only candy, and Three Musketeers, where afterwards my throat kind of burns a little.
What's in a Three Musketeers?
I don't know. I don't like them.
No, there's no crunch. I need a crunch.
Okay.
I'm learning this more and more, especially when I eat sushi. I need a piece of cucumber in the middle.
Or like a fried tempura moment.
Yeah.
Something crunchy.
Yes, I need crunch. So that goes with my candy as well.
Okay.
Twix, good crunch.
Do you like Butterfinger or mad at the stuff in your teeth?
Both.
Okay.
I love it.
Same.
And then I get mad at the stuff in my teeth.
Same.
All
I
right.
agree.
But Snickers is a good because it's got the crunch and it doesn't get too stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But it's not the most flavorful.
But if you have to rank best Halloween candy, would Snickers be your number one? I know it depends on mood, but
I'm weirdly
overall,
wanting to say Twix, but I've
That's
never
a good
chosen Twix as my go-to candy.
Halloween candy is different than regular candy.
It is.
If you're at a gas station picking out a special snacky treat, it's
Well,
different
that's fair
than what
too.
your favorite
I'm
thing is
going
that you
over
dump
to
out
a
of your...
Hostess cupcake if I'm at the gas station for a little sticky
Of course
snack.
you are. Perhaps a snowball if you're feeling frisky.
Oh my God, a Twinkie?
But-
Let's go.
You like Twinkies?
I love everything Hostess. And don't you dare act like that's disgusting.
I'm not. I'm impressed that your bowels can handle a Twinkie.
My bowels are impressive.
I mean, I love that for you.
I am lactose intolerant, but I do not get the shits.
Wait, then you're not lactose intolerant.
How dare you tell me what's going on in my body?
What do you mean? That's literally
When
what
I-
lactose
how-
intolerant is.
Excuse me. It means you have an allergy to
And you
lactose.
get diarrhea.
You can have allergies in different ways.
When you break
Can I
out in a milk rash?
Can I explain my symptoms to you?
Sure.
You can accept
Take a
them?
little burpee.
You are a foul human because you've witnessed it. When I
What?
accidentally consume dairy, I feel for hours that an alien is in the middle of my stomach trying to create a hole
Yeah,
coming out.
I do remember that.
Thank you.
You know what? You
And
just
it
gave
is
me a memory.
utterly painful. Continue. What is your
Do you
memory?
remember when you were constipated for like 800
Oh my God,
days
I was
as a child?
constipated for an entire summer.
Like, for real.
For real, I
She had
did
to go to
not
the
poop.
doctor and they were like,
I had-
what's wrong? And they're like, it's just a huge turd.
And I couldn't. They had to give me medicine.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
remember it was pink and it tasted good.
Pink.
Pink. Is it? How do you say it?
That's how I say it. I liked it.
Okay, great. You knew the word I was saying.
I feel like you're beating around the bush on this question.
I told you Twix.
Oh, Twix. Okay.
I was expressing
okay,
my
Twix.
So I'm an adult, so I go for the chocolate.
Okay, I'm going to give you some Reese's
It's so
Pieces Buttercups. Not the Reese's Pieces, sorry, the Reese's Cups.
good. Also, if you say Reese's Pieces, I'm going to kick you.
Oh, that's not correct.
Not even a little bit. And we have commercials to prove us.
So,
right.
Reese's
Pieces. Reese's Pieces cups.
The cups. No, it's just, wait. Is it Reese's Pieces? Or is it just Reese's Cups and then Reese's Pieces is the M&M's ones?
Reese's mini cups.
Yes, that one.
That's the one.
Which are very different
Than
than
a
the
Reese's.
Reese's Cup.
Because the chocolate to peanut butter ratio is
It's different.
completely different.
So anyway, so you got the Reese's.
Mm-hmm.
You've got M&M's, peanut M&M's, Butterfinger, Twix, Snickers.
I'm going to tell you right now, regular M&M's, bottom of the list.
Wow, I wouldn't put them that low.
Out of all the things on Halloween, what am I going to choose?
Tootsie Roll's the bottom of the barrel.
I love a Tootsie Roll.
Oh, you're going to start big fights.
I am. It's not my go-to, but I love them.
I can't believe
If you
love
offered me a
them.
Tootsie Roll right now, I would be ecstatic. There's
Rachel?
serotonin in my body.
Rachel,
It's delicious.
you're incorrect.
I'm not.
It
Because
is
it
an-
is my taste.
It is an actual turd.
No.
Okay.
You know what I hate that people hate?
What?
Candy corn. I love that shit. I'm
That one
sorry.
hurts- Wait, that one hurts my throat too.
Okay, maybe it's like a waxy substance that you're
I think
allergic
there's some
to.
like whatever they put. Maybe it's like American candies. I'm sure there's some like bug they put on these candies that I'm
some
allergic to or
pesticide.
something. But candy corns hurt my throat like bad.
Oh God, no! I love it.
I'll eat them. I don't like the texture of them.
I like that. I'm not someone that strays away from any sort of texture. I like
I'm
a crunch.
big texture.
See, I'm not. So that's why I like wax with sugar in it.
And it explains your Tootsie Roll business too.
It's my Tootsie Roll business.
So you would not. Where would Reese's be on this list of yours?
Reese's, I actually. Okay, so it's the minis. It's the mini ones.
Yeah, I feel like that's what people get in.
Honestly, I don't want a full normal Reese's to myself.
I don't either.
I don't want 2 cups. That's ridiculous. I actually prefer the minis.
I do too. I also don't really care about Reese's. And this is a big controversy because this is usually people's number one.
That's weird. Again, I need the crunch.
See, I'd say for me, the number one of a Halloween candy is a Butterfinger.
That's always been your go-to.
My top 3 are Butterfinger, Airheads.
You do like,
I love Airheads.
Airheads are good. You know what? I actually like Laffy Taffy more than I like Airheads.
Oh, get out of town.
Never. Actually, I will after I film this.
You are the person who eats Laffy Taffy and Tootsie Roll. That is bananas.
I love it all.
I can't believe that. And my other one is peanut M&Ms. I love.
I do love a peanut M&M, but that's not what I would choose on Halloween.
I wouldn't. The rest of them I don't really care about. I'll eat like 1 Smarties pack.
Oh, you have to eat a Smarties.
But like just one. I only need one.
A tiny little nerd box, maybe.
Oh, I love nerds.
Mm-hmm, the little boxes.
Yeah.
Don't get a full box.
No, that's too many.
That's gross.
You know what's a very underrated candy? You don't get it on Halloween, but you do get it at a movie theater. Junior Mints.
Oh, Junior Mints are
They're
good.
delicious.
Those are good.
Yes.
I love minty things. It makes me feel like it's fresh.
I don't like them, and I love Junior Mints.
You don't like minty things?
I just don't like mints. I have a thing with mints.
I love a mint. I always have
too much. Relax. It is way too much.
Okay,
this is too much.
What? Like a mini Altoid?
I hate Altoids.
Wait,
so
how do you feel
much.
about white Tic Tacs?
Tic Tacs are delicious.
I love
Orange Tic Tacs are the elite.
Okay, that's just candy. Well, I could put that out on Halloween.
And where's the problem?
I'm talking about mints. They will not freshen your breath.
Okay, Altoids.
I actually
do not freshen your breath. They just make it poisonous. They burn anything that was in your mouth.
Listen,
Listerine strips. My mouth doesn't smell better. It smells. I
never said Listerine strips.
No, I'm just saying like mints in general, things that make your breath fresher. I feel like they don't.
Okay, listen. Mm-hmm. My friends and I discovered you cannot suck a mint. You have to chew the mint in order for it to make your mouth fresh.
I feel like chew mints. I chew them like this.
Also, because you're doing Altoids. The best mint on the market, and I will say this till I die, is the white Tic Tacs. If you chew them, you suck them for 10 seconds and then you chew them and you will have fresh breath and they taste good.
Okay.
They don't taste like poison. When we go out to the bars or clubs or anything, or going out on the night of the town, I will pour half a box of Tic Tacs, white Tic Tacs, in one of my pockets, and people come up to me all night and ask me for a loose mint, and I have loose mints in my pocket.
That. Could be anything.
You never know. And sometimes when I do it, I'm like, people probably think I'm taking a drug now. I just have fresh breath.
Oh, love that for you.
And they taste good.
Well, I'm going to try that because I really don't like mints. It's like, I think that they're all too intense. They're like too crazy.
These ones are like slight candy.
Okay, I like that.
Which is nice.
What's your would you rathers? Did you write things down?
Oh no, I just looked them up and then I choose the ones.
You already did or you haven't yet?
I did, but
good.
It's like a list.
Oh, fun. And then you pick the ones you like.
Yes.
Okay.
So would you rather have smelly feet or bad breath?
Smelly feet.
Of course, you can hide it. Abby almost gave me onions before I came here, and I said, "No, I'm going to podcast.
I won't. Yeah, I won't onion or garlic things if I know I'm going to be like literally talking to anybody."
Yes. The other day, it was last month when the full moon was happening, the blue moon.
Mm-hmm.
I made myself dinner, and it said 2 cloves of garlic, so I put 2 cloves of garlic in, which is totally fine. That's a normal amount of garlic. Yeah. It's actually too little amount of garlic. I reeked of garlic. I brushed my teeth. I sucked on a lemon. I gargled. I did everything. I was eating other potent foods to get rid of the smell of garlic. And I don't hold on to garlic. My body normally doesn't.
It stays with me.
I know. I've heard Abby's the same way. And so
I hate it.
I almost didn't go to the moon ceremony because I could smell the garlic on me. And I wouldn't let people hug me.
I hate that. You know what is the worst thing? That sometimes pizza places, like really good pizza places, will put like garlic, like they've minced garlic or even chunks of garlic, but they'll put like garlic on their pizza and I won't notice it. And so I'll take a bite and be like, I can taste it. I know that there's a huge chunk of garlic that I just bit into and now my night's ruined.
Yeah. You don't want to be that person.
I don't.
Abby's dad said he worked with someone who used to just eat cloves of garlic.
Well, it's really good for you.
Yes, but at your place of work?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That's rude.
When I was in college, my voice teacher always said we needed to be eating cloves of garlic because it helps your immune system. It helps you to stay not sick. So we would take garlic. It was horrible. I didn't eat cloves of garlic because I couldn't, but I would take garlic pills. You can get garlic pills in the vitamin section. And you smell like garlic. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I care. I rather get sick.
Honestly, same.
Because that explains why I don't do it.
Yeah. So what's next one?
Okay.
I like this game.
Would you rather run into an alien or Bigfoot?
An alien.
I would think the same thing. I just want to know what they look like. I know what blurry Bigfoot looks like.
Yeah.
I need to know what an alien looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. Blurry Bigfoot's like, he's not even HD. Like, it's kind of boring. I want to see. Yeah. I want to talk to an alien.
Big bear.
Aliens it doesn't scare me.
Yeah. Because I feel like if they would like to kill us, they would have already done it.
Yeah. It's so interesting to me that aliens are like this thing that are like, oh, they're out there and they're going to shoot us. And
maybe they're scared of us.
I've never thought of it in that way. I've never thought they seemed scary.
No, we're always the ones trying to go out there.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like, I really hope they don't find our planet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think aliens, they seem cool.
This is the stupidest one I've ever heard. Would you rather bounce off of every surface you touch or never be able to jump again?
What? There's such an obvious answer to this. I can't believe this is would you rather. Obviously, all I want is to bounce off of everything I touch. That sounds insanely fun. That sounds so cool.
Wait, Joy and I did one the other day. Oh, fuck. What was it? It said, would you rather have to wash your hands every 5 minutes or never wash your hair again? And I was like,
what?
I was like, I would rather never wash my hair again, obviously. And she's like, no, I'd rather wash my hands. I was like,
what?
Every 5 minutes? I had to convince her. And I was like, driving, during sex, sleeping. Every 5 minutes? You can't live a life.
This is not even a question. Also, that sounds amazing to never wash my hair again. And if people are like, your hair's greasy, be like, I'm not allowed to wash it.
Impossible. Like, done. Also, you could shave your head.
Also, I've seen like people who are like, I'm not going to wash my hair for 80, 100,000 days and see what happens. And it's like after like 30 days, your hair's like, oh, we don't need to be greasy. All right. And so, like your head.
I went 30 days.
This, didn't you?
I did it. I went 30 days. My hair was the greasiest thing on the planet. I think mine would take like a full year and I can't commit to that.
Yeah, no.
Because you could still run your hair in water and stuff.
You know, I don't think I could do it for I don't get that greasy of hair. Usually it takes like a week for me to have like greasy enough hair. It's because I have thick, coarse, like cranky
I have
hair.
the hair that my head will look very greasy the day after.
I think the good Lord gave me this one flaw. Just one. I don't have any others. But I think this is to force me to shower when I'm feeling very depressed and I don't want to shower. My head throbs. What? When I need to wash my hair. Like if I can't go longer than 2 days to full, like on the third day, like I can't even get to a third day because I get migraines if I don't. It's like my hair is sore. It feels like if I don't wash it.
What? Like, is it like your hair follicle holes are plugged?
Listen, I'm telling you, pregnancy, it changes you in so many weird ways that you would never know because no one talks about it. Because why would anyone talk about that? It's so random. Like, I randomly get bloody noses all the time now.
You get car sick now. You never used to get car sick.
I get migraines now. I have BO now, like all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, oh, you do.
No, you've talked about it before.
No, but like there's all these little things like no one talks about. Like it can change your body in really weird ways.
Your hormones go crazy.
And I would go so long without washing my hair.
It was disgusting. I remember.
I know, but it just never looked greasy. So
no, and it was fine. It was just the thought of you not showering that grossed me out.
Well, I would shower, but I wouldn't wash my hair.
Yes, but that thought stressed me out. But you never smelled and never looked bad.
So now it's like if I know it's time to wash my hair because I start getting a migraine, I start getting a headache because it feels like my hair follicles are like. It feels like when you have your hair up in a ponytail really tight and you take it out, you know, that like, like, and it only lasts for a little bit until your hair like resituates.
Oh, and then when you like rub it.
But it feels like that all the time until I wash my hair. Like I can't sleep anything until I wash my hair.
I'm so curious of that. The hormones in a woman change so much and they influence so much about you. I took antibiotics for 3 weeks after my nose surgery and I noticed like my boobs were so sore. It felt like they were growing. It felt like growing pains.
That sounds like when you're like now. That's what happens to me when I'm about to get my period. Now I get that.
My nipples have always been not like the past year. As I've gotten older, I'm getting different PMS symptoms. So my nipples will get like tender, like jumping, and it kind of hurts them or whatever. Like 2 days before my period, but my boobs were sore for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's horrible.
And then my period was so fucked up and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I think someone in the comments was like, hey, careful about taking antibiotics that long. It'll mess up your hormones. One of my good friends is a physician's assistant to an OBGYN. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm surprised you don't have more symptoms if you're on antibiotics that long. Yeah. It messed up my hormones so much that like everything, I started my period a week early. It only lasted 4 days instead of 5. My last one I just had lasted 6 days. And so I've always been a 5. I've been a 5 day.
Yeah. Antibiotics are so, they've always done that to me. Even before I had kids,
So-
I would get like yeast infections and I would get like my period would disappear or it would come. I was on antibiotics this year so I think I had a nasal infection or something. I had something that I needed antibiotics to get rid of. And my period came for like every 10 days for like, and even after I was done with the antibiotics, I was like every 2 weeks, my period, I was like, what is going on?
This last period was messed up and I've been done with my antibiotics for weeks now.
Isn't that weird?
So I can only imagine what pregnancy, when your hormones are the most out of whack. You're growing another human being inside of you. Or two. That's gross.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's crazy. And it stays with, it's so weird how long it lasts. Like it's like.
Yeah. And as you get older, things change.
Well, and I feel like no one even talks, I don't even want to think about it, but like, I feel like people aren't talking enough about menopause. I think that's like really bad.
It's gonna ruin me.
I think it's really bad.
Oh my God. Oh, I was having hot flashes when I was on antibiotics and steroids.
Oh yeah, steroids.
I was scared about the mood changes, but I never got any of that. I'm pretty stable. But the hot flashes, and when I got it, I looked at Abby and I said, menopause is not gonna be fun for me.
No.
I remember mom sweating.
Well, that's the thing is I feel like menopause is talked about like, oh, you get a hot flash. Women get hot flashes. I think it's like a lot more than that. I think it's like
for a long time,
a very long time. And I think there's a lot of really horrible symptoms that like just no one's talking about. And I'm
going to talk about it.
Why are women talking about this? Because I feel like it's going to be really bad.
Our generations that's starting all these conversations. Gen Z's taking it with great stride and they're following, and it's great. But
I think women were taught like you're not supposed to complain about things.
We're going to be the ones to talk about menopause because it was your generation that started talking about how horrible pregnancy can actually be.
Yeah.
And like talking about that and like the mom shame and all that stuff. And then it's going to be our generation that talks about the menopause.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard women say that it's bad. They're like, oh my God, menopause sucks. But it's like, now that I'm getting older, I'm like, wait, tell me more. Because now I'm like,
I think it's a beast in a closet.
My only understanding of it is like people making fun of hot flashes.
Yeah, it's going to be hot flashes and mood swings. But
I think there's like a lot of symptoms.
I know, but that's all we know about it. I'm telling you, it's a beast in a closet. Me.
I think we need to start talking about this.
Our fear
Not
of it?
right now, though.
No, because when we asked mom, she'd be like, like
mom's was rough.
Like, I remember being a child during mom's. Our family gets our periods late and our menopause early. Mm-hmm. So it's just around the corner for one of us.
How old are you when you got your period? 14?
Yeah. Oh my God, it was the wind. Relax.
Oh my God, I'm so jumpy. I know. It's like a problem I've been having recently. I'm just very jumpy.
So sorry.
My heart is pounding.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but see, here's what happens. I've been very jumpy lately.
I love that you have ADHD because your emotions can also come and go so quickly.
Oh, what's crazy about that? I mean, I could say so many things right now. My emotions, I will feel so devastated or so sad, so crushed. So whatever the deepest, like, I'm going to feel like this forever. This is all consuming. Mm-hmm. And how I process my feelings is I obviously talk about them and to anyone who will hear.
I need to talk it to death and then I'm over it.
Once it's out of my mouth, I'm like, not always, but most of the time, fine.
Yeah, I feel better after I say it all out loud.
Like there's been times in vlogs in the past where like I'll be crying about something like when I was pregnant and like having big emotions about something or whatever. And I'll be like so sad. I'm feeling down on myself. I just feel like I'm failing and blah, blah, blah. And I'll cry about it, finish filming it, edit it or whatever and post it. And I'll be like, oh, I feel fine. And then I'll read comments. People are so sweet. Like, oh, don't say that about yourself. Like you should. And people are so encouraging, nice. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Why are they saying that?
I'm over it.
I'm fine. Like, but I'm like, well, obviously they're saying it because they're being sweet and they're seeing you
they're
upset.
in that moment. They're watching it right at that moment.
But I get over things. Yeah. So anyway,
I have a flaw that I actually think it's a great thing, but a lot of people don't understand it. No matter what I'm feeling, no matter what is happening, I will always crack a joke. I
think that's very relatable.
But some people like don't understand it. It's not just like, cause some people like laugh when they're nervous and that's very normal, but people will think that I'm fine. I'm always going to be fine. I know that about myself. No matter what is happening, I will be fine, but I will be so upset and I'll crack a joke and people will be like, oh, okay. So you're like fine now. And I'm like, no,
Yeah, no.
I still have so much to talk about. I just had something really funny to say.
Yeah, of course. No, I feel that. I wouldn't think you were fine if you cried. I'd be like,
no,
oh no.
It's because you deal with it the same way. You're fine with cracking jokes as well. But
yeah,
I have to remember when I'm consoling someone else and they're upset, I'm not allowed to crack a joke. I do have a few friends that I know if they're going something and they feel really bad, if I crack a joke, it'll make them feel better. But there's some people, if you try to crack a joke, no, that's wrong.
Really? Oh my. No, I usually crack a joke. I feel like I do. But you know what I do? If I see myself in the mirror after crying or during crying, yeah, I'm always like,
what up? How you doing?
Always.
Just flip it off.
Honestly, it doesn't matter if I'm crying or not. If I pass a mirror, I'm flipping myself off.
You don't drink.
No.
But when you did you ever think it was the funniest thing in the world to see yourself in a mirror? My friend Michael and I would always talk about this.
I never thought that. I just thought it was sad.
Oh no, it is
funny. What's funny? I don't think I thought
that. You're so unencumbered by everything else. When you're like at a good buzz, good drunk, and you go pee by yourself and you're just like in a single bathroom and you look in the mirror, there's nothing stopping you from making the ugliest faces at yourself as humanly
I've never
possible.
done. No, I don't do that. I think I avoid the mirror.
Oh my God. I will make myself crack up laughing.
Oh, I love that for you.
It is the funniest thing. And then I go, ha, you're drunk. And then I walk out.
No, I don't do that. And that sounds fun though.
It is so much fun to me. It's my favorite thing.
I usually look in the mirror and go, huh. And like, I just try not to look at them.
Oh, there's a lot of time where I'm like, oh, you do not look like what you thought you did in your brain.
Yeah, I'm like, that's how I look today.
Yeah.
That's what I have. That's happening right now. But there's a lot for me. There's something I do. I don't think I've ever, maybe I've talked about this somewhere, but I don't think I have. I flip off anytime I see a mirror. I'm like going to flip myself off or do a peace sign or like, something. Just if I happen to catch a glimpse of myself, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And
as you do. Home Chef is our sponsor for today. Now, as adults, we all dread the question, what should we have for dinner? I know in this household, it's the biggest question of the day. And a lot of the time, inevitably, we just end up ordering takeout because going to the grocery store, figuring out what we want to eat, bringing it home, and cooking it is just too much. And we spend so much money doing that. So if you rather enjoy a home-cooked meal without the stress of planning ahead, Home Chef makes it really easy and saves you money. Home Chef provides fresh ingredients and chef-designed recipes conveniently delivered to your doorstep to simplify your cooking experience. I'm telling you guys, this food is delicious and extremely easy to make. I made our favorite this last week was the gnocchi. Abby rated it a 9 out of 10. And if you know her, that is a true compliment to the chef that created this. Whether you prefer classic meal kits with pre-portioned ingredients and easy instructions, speedy recipes ready in less than 30 minutes, oven-ready kits with pre-chopped ingredients, or quick microwave meals that assemble in minutes, Home Chef has you and the entire family covered for delicious meals without the hassle. They have over 30 options a week and serve a variety of dietary needs, so you don't have to worry about what to make ahead of time. Not only is it convenient, but it's economical too. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month on groceries. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 18 free meals plus free dessert for life. And of course, free shipping on your first box. Go to homechef.com/Rachel. That's homechef.com/Rachel for 18 free meals and free desserts for life. You heard that right. Homechef.com/Rachel. You must be an active subscriber to receive the free dessert.
If I sneeze, I don't know how long I've been doing this. I've been doing this a while, but and it's only when I'm alone too, which is so weird that I don't do this around people.
I am so curious.
When I sneeze.
What?
Oh no, I'm slap happy. I will like.
What, are you gonna curtsy?
No. I'm like, achoo. Like on the achoo, I both hands like
you conduct a middle finger. You conduct an orchestra into a middle finger
on the achoo. But I think I've only ever done it by myself. I don't think anyone on this earth has seen it. But I do it every time.
What?
Yes.
The fact that doing it by yourself and around other people is like, it's like a thing you do, but only by yourself?
I don't think I've ever done it in front of someone else. Because then it'd be a conversation started. I don't want to get into it.
You're just like, this is for me. This is my moment.
Well, I'm always, as you know, talking to myself.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm just always... all I'm thinking about right now is that I just swallowed and it was kind of loud. And I was like, oh no, she's going to have to edit this and hear that mouth sound. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
But anyway, I'm always thinking about I'm never thinking about what I'm actually saying when I'm talking to myself. I think I'm just like entertaining myself, but in a way that's like mindless.
Yeah, you just need noise.
I'm sure you haven't seen this because I know you don't watch my things, especially the podcast because you don't have time. But there's an episode where we showed that Eric had filmed me getting my food outside.
I saw this because you posted on Instagram. I was dying laughing. I watched it twice.
Rachel, I literally don't like. I have vague, hardly memory of it. But I literally, as I'm running away, go, "Can she do it?" to myself, trying to get through the gate before it closed. Like I am completely insane.
I realize that when I'm alone, I am a way more hyper.
Yes,
and I
me
do
too.
weird things.
Me too.
I feel like we've talked about like you masking your stuff all the time.
It's completely what it is.
I didn't realize I'm realizing more and more as I get older that I do that, and I just have learned to be more appropriate in society.
Mm-hmm.
But when I am alone, I am a ball of energy.
I have legit thought about miking myself.
Oh, please do it.
But I would have to do it for for a week before it mattered because I feel like I'd be very aware of a mic.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd have to get to a point where I'm wearing it so much that like I forget about it to then find out like because I thought about this when I'm rock hunting, especially because when I'm looking for rocks on the beach, I can go for hours alone.
Mm-hmm.
I do not stop talking and singing to myself the whole time. And usually the entire time I'm looking for rocks, I'm making up songs. Like I'm writing
love that
songs
so much
about like, why the fuck did that person just look at me? Why did they look at me like that? Did they think I was weird? Probably because I am. Did they hear my song? Like,
oh my God.
I will, for the whole time, hours.
I don't know if I talk to myself. I notice I talk to myself more when people are around.
Yeah, I do.
I feel like
do it all.
I feel like I need to explain what I'm doing without telling the person.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, this water's out. I got to go get more water. But I'm not talking to you. I'm just like narrating my life when another person is near me.
Right. Yeah, see, I do that. And I don't think that's what I do when I'm talking to myself when I'm alone.
Honestly, I haven't taken note of how much I talk to myself. I talk to my animals a lot. When
I
always
an
animal around me.
Yeah, constantly.
There's always at least 2 animals near me at all times. So
Daisy's heard things no one in this world has heard. She's the first person who knew my water broke.
Oh my goodness!
I tell Daisy all my. She's always with me. So I'm like, oh, Daisy.
I trash talk with Blaze the most.
Oh,
when because he's in my office a lot with me, and like I'll be in there, and that's when I get most angry because I'm just by myself. I'm stewing. I'm working. I don't want to be doing things, and I'll just be like, I'll just like tell him like I fucking hate that person. Just so you know.
Get out. Are there more? I like your shoes.
Thank you.
Are there more would you rathers?
Yes.
I wonder what I feel like all your friends have conversations like this. This isn't a bizarre.
I don't have.
When you do episodes.
Oh, with
like
Joy.
This is all over the place. I mean, that's okay.
Oh, when I do it with Joy or JoJo, yes.
Okay.
So only the people with ADHD.
Oh my God. You, me, and JoJo have not been in the same room together in a while. We've just, busyness.
She's got a girlfriend now. I don't see her. I won't see her for a while.
Right. But when the 3 of us are together,
Madness.
It is not, if anyone else, I think we say this every time we're together, just the 3 of us too. Like, we're always like, if anyone else could hear our conversations, listen or be here, they would be like, how are any of you tracking this conversation? What is going on?
It's so easy. Also, we're very unfiltered with each other. Like we don't hold anything back, which makes it even more impressive.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because none of us, we're not even ourselves thinking about like not saying. So like, I feel like if you're with like a new person or there's someone else in the room,
okay, yes,
like we're very open with each other. So like sometimes when you're with someone like, or you're podcasting, you have to think, oh, make sure I'm allowed to say this story or I'm allowed to like say this thing that this person told me. With the 3 of us, there's none of that.
Right.
So it's even faster talking than normal.
Well, yeah, it's more just like, I think it's more what you said about like, there's no feeling of like needing to mask or whatever. So it's like, it's just like, we're all just comfortable and we know that the others can follow. I think that's more what it is. It's not so much like I can say anything I want. It's more like, well, I know they'll be able to follow. And I know that I can finish, like cut off in the middle of their sentence because they're about to cut off in the middle of my sentence because we already know what the rest of that sentence was and we can continue on with the next part of the story. Yeah. But all 3 of us are doing it at the same time.
And if I finish your sentence for you, you're not offended.
And if one of us forgets something, we're like, ha, and then we move on to the next thing. Anyway, yes.
Exactly.
But I was just checking to make sure because I feel like, I was like, are we too all over the place for this? Like,
you either follow or you don't. It's either entertaining or it's not. That's just what this channel is. It's whatever we want. Okay, we'll do another one. Would you rather shout all the time or only be able to whisper? Shout. That's already
what we do.
It's what we do. I feel like this is very calling us out.
Yeah. It's just like saying, would you rather be Rachel and Colleen or someone else?
Would you rather look like a fish or smell like a fish?
Look, fish can be cute.
They can.
I'd rather look like a fish.
A little Finding Nemo.
Smell like a fish. I mean, fish are pretty stinky.
Yeah, if it's bad fish or fresh out the ocean.
Kind of any kind of fish. Like I feel like, it's pretty stinky, man.
Here's one. Would you rather be YouTube famous or TikTok famous?
0. I think.
What
but
era?
I'd say, it depends on the year.
Really? Right now, I feel like it's better to be TikTok famous. YouTube's out.
No, I would say I'd rather be YouTube because the comments are
nicer.
The audience is different. The audience feels a little bit older on YouTube.
I love the YouTube.
And
yes, the YouTube audience, it's like a little, I call them my team. They're my team because we're rooting for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Which one else do you have?
Would you rather be chased through a forest by a zombie or a lion?
I thought you were going to say by a zombie or a man.
Oh, I was going to choose zombie because aren't they slow?
Zombie, or did you say a lion?
A lion.
I saw a video of a lion jumping and hugging a man the other day, and I was so jealous.
Oh, when he came out the cage?
Oh,
I saw that. It
so
looked
beautiful.
So fluffy.
I was just so jealous. It's like always been my dream to just hug a lion.
Those people always eventually end up getting like killed that deal with or like mauled or something. But if I could just be them for a day. I
don't know if that's true, Rachel.
I just feel like it's very common. But
I know it's like I'd be too scared, but it's like also it just looks. I
want to do it so bad.
I have been such a cat lover through and through for my whole I love cats so much, and the idea of a big fluffy boopy doop.
It is a boopy doop
cuddle.
They're a boopy doop.
I just want to pet them so bad. I just feel bad.
Well,
was that it? Was that
all?
No. Would you rather have a tooth for a nose?
This is what I was expecting.
Or a toenail for a tongue?
A tooth? Wait, what was the first one you said?
Tooth for a nose, toenail, big toenail for a tongue. See? That one will get you thinking.
I would die.
Choose death. These are the questions we want answered.
Would you rather have a ton of mediocre friends or one really loyal dog?
A dog?
Of course.
Obviously.
That's what I had for so long.
Who wants mediocre friends?
No one. That's a waste of my time.
I was just talking about this today in a vlog, but I saw a TikTok or something where it was like someone said, everyone, you can all have good friends or best friends. I don't remember the exact wording. Okay, I'm not quoting it directly, but he said something along the lines of like, you have a really good friend if it's someone that you want to share your successes with, because a lot of your best friends are there for you through the hard times, through the fun times. But if you have a friend that you can like, be like, oh my gosh, I got this amazing promotion. This incredible thing happened to me. I'm so proud of myself. I just finished this thing. If you have someone that you can say that to and they're excited for you genuinely, that's a good friend. I was like, oh, that is like, I certainly have those.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but that is less than the friends that would who I know would be there for me in hard times.
Yeah.
For sure they would be. But not all the friends that would be there for me in hard times do I think would like celebrate my successes.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I've never heard that before. And I was like, that's so interesting. And I feel like all my best friends would totally celebrate my successes with me.
Of course, as they should.
Like I would be excited to text you if something exciting happened to me.
Yes. That's it. That is another thing where it's like, for me, it's who you would call to tell about things. Because I have a lot of friends I see weekly.
Mm-hmm.
I see them every weekend. I have a girls' night every Thursday. So we all catch up and we all talk to each other. But I'm like, who am I texting about my day-to-day shit? Those are my best friends.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Yeah.
And oh my God, the people are like, Rachel calls everyone her best friend. I'm like,
yes.
Titles aren't that big of a deal. Like,
why can't you have more than one best friend?
Yes, I have a billion of them and it's fine. But yeah, the people who are like, you're true and true are the people I text with the mundane stuff every day.
Yeah.
And it is stuff like, oh my God. Or I have a little group of girls who are like, we'll talk about on Thursday, we're like, oh, I'm doing this thing tomorrow. And then I'm like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, whatever. I have a small group of friends who will always text, how was your doctor's appointment? And it's like those things.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
It's like the small things, and they are excited for me when good things happen and sad for me when bad things happen. When I told Abby that Cinderella, my mom's dog passed, and I cried. Abby I'd never cry, but I was sad. And Abby told like a small group of our girlfriends, and Zara brought over flowers and put them on the doorstep.
She did.
With
Zara
a note.
is a literal angel.
She is sent
She's
from heaven.
a princess.
And I was like,
don't know
I
how she's
can't. And
real.
she checked in on, and she asked how mom was like 3 days later. Because a lot of
She's
people
so
would just
sweet.
check in like that day and then be done. It's like, okay, we did that.
Yeah.
And it's the follow up to the follow up.
That's so sweet.
So
She's
thoughtful.
Such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like she's an angel. I love her.
I could talk to you for 70 hours,
I
but
know.
I don't know how long we've been talking. I can't see.
It says 30. Oh no, it says 54.
When that's the end of this episode.
It's 11:30.
God.
I have to edit.
I have to drive.
I have to drive far.
I have to go pick up a dog in a completely different direction.
Yes.
And then I'm not getting home till 1 a.m.
We got to go.
I love you guys. Please subscribe. We did an episode over on Colleen's channel for her Relax podcast. Go check that out. I love you all. I could talk to you for so long about absolutely nothing.
Nothing. And we always have something to talk about.
It's
always.
never boring.
Never. It's literally like I'm talking to myself.
I could literally be like
how I feel when I'm talking to myself when I'm alone. It's the same I feel about you.
That is such a compliment. Well, my favorite thing about us though is we could be silent and be like, what do you want to talk about? And I could be like hair tie. And you'd be like, I got this. Did you know? And just start talking about hair ties.
But also my other favorite thing about you is that we're still talking. We should be ending. But also like we could sit in silence for 8 hours and I wouldn't notice.
No.
It would feel the same as talking 20. Like I would feel zero discomfort.
And that's love. That's
the best.
the person that takes no energy is the best.
Oh my God, I'm suddenly so tired and I'm never even tired.
I rubbed off on you. It is way past my bedtime.
Okay, we gotta go.
I love you. Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Rachel Uncensored, the only place on the internet where you can find the uncensored version of me, Rachel Ballinger. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, or follow, or do whatever this platform tells you to do so that you can get notified every time I post a new episode. Love ya!